Om. 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 Om Ganana Ganapati Havamahe Kavim Kavinamupamashravastamam Labham Pitrunanchayamasya Varunasyashvino Maruta ancha vihayasam kama prayavanam me astu sahyevasmi sanatanaha Iti nako brahmishravō rājodhanam putrānapo devirihāhita Vishirshning gridhasirshning cha Apeto nirritigum hathaha paribadhagsveta kuksham nijangham shabalodaram. Om Sri Sai Ram, offering our collective love at the divine lotus feet of Bhagavan, Shri 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 Satya Sai Baba Varu. May we all be together. May we all be nourished together. May we all work together with great vigor. May our studies illumine our intellects. May we not contradict or conflict with each other. Let there be peace, peace, and peace. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Hari Om, Shalom, Sai Ram, Namaste. We are studying the Anuvakam 28, Mantra 121 of Aruna Prashna. The mantras that we were discussing last week, Vishirshnim, Gridhrasirshnim cha, means all the different type of entities that inflict pain on us, and may they all be destroyed. And these are the headless entities, the vulture-headed entity, may they all be gone from here. Hathaha, strike down and destroy the force of death and decay. Niririti, Shvetakuksham, the white-bellied one. Nijangham, the heavy, the short-shanked one. Shabalodaram, the mottled-bellied one. All of these may be banished from the place where the yajna is happening. All these are physical deformities that are described here, and this mantra is the protective healing shield driving away the forces that cause the body to break down. These are also basically the ugly faces of the distorted mind, the unpurified mind. So Visirshnim, the blind mechanical impulses, headless, We all think we have heads, but truly speaking, many of us are headless because we don't use it. It's not used properly. When you don't use one that you have, you are headless only, no? If you have a head and you don't use it, literally because it is a useless head, you are a headless person. Grudhrasirshneem. Grudha is the vulture. So there are headless minds. There are vulture-headed ones that are constantly scavengers. They feed on dead traumas. When the mind goes and it starts digging into the past and start trying to regretting and how many opportunities are lost and how many are expired pleasures. Expired pleasure. That's a nice word. Expired pleasure. We go after expired pleasure. Oh, if that has happened like this, I would have been like this. That means your mind is thinking about what is already dead. Then you become a vulture. A vulture that is contemplating on things that could not change anyway. So therefore, the seeker, the spiritual seeker must aggressively, actively banish these scavenging thoughts because they are feeding on dead past and they are forgetting what is present right in front. Paribadham means the internal resistance we face is paribadha. Badha means suffering. Paribadha means beautiful. The word pari is used. Bhagavan Shirdi explained what is that pariprashna. Upadekshyanti te jnanam. That Bhagavad Gita shloka he explained where the word how is pari used. Pari used means it is not actually a suffering. You obstruct yourself. You obstruct yourself through procrastination, lethargy, and the voice of doubt that actively sabotages your own spiritual progress. This is paribadha. Shabalodaram. Shabala means this is a mottled belly. Udara means belly. Shabala means mottled. Means that all this chaotic, multifaceted disintegration of the mind, not focused on one thing and going all over the place, is the belly that is pursuing many things without focus. So here all these mantras point out to what is called kṛmi saṁhāraka sūktaṁ. That is from Yajurveda. That is actively chanted in Puttaparthi. After every Rudra Parayana, they chant the kṛmi saṁhāraka sūktaṁ, which is from Yajurveda. And that has been happening since the COVID time. So this sūktaṁ is a powerful healing hymn. And that powerful healing hymn is directed towards eradication of all disease-causing entities, the germs, the parasites, which are together referred to as kṛmi. Kṛmi. It's not kṛmi like it's like Krishna, that is the one. But they write in every place, they write as kṛmi. Like they call Krishna, they call Krishna. He's not Krishna, he's Krishna. Krishna. Like that, this is kṛmi. This kṛmi specifically represents, and in this sūktaṁ, all the viruses, the pathogens, and are prayed for destruction, both at the physical, mental, and at all the different levels. So I thought we'll quickly, it's a very simple sūktaṁ. How many riks are there in it? Only 7 or 8 riks are there. Can you please share it's on the Veda Study app. Read on the Veda Study app. Is it there? Yes, it is. I believe it is there. So this is the beauty of this sūktaṁ. You see how many different types of sūktams are there in that represent every single aspect of our existence, and that's the beauty of this kṛmi saṁhāraka sūktaṁ. Atrinātva kriме hanmi.
Atrinātva kṛmi hanme. Oh, kṛme hanmi. Kṛme.
6. Huh?
Atrinātva kṛme hanmi.
Okay, let me pull up the script.
I'll make it bigger also.
Is it under sūktas kana? Where is it?
Yeah, sūktas, under sūktas.
Okay. Atrinātva krime hanmi.
Atrinātva kṛme hanmi.
One more time.
Atrinātva kṛme hanmi.
Kanvena jamadagnina.
Kanvena jamadagnina. Kanvena jamadagnina.
Vishwavasor brahmana hataha.
Vishwavasor brahmana hataha. Vishwavasor brahmana hataha.
Is my output low or your volume is low? You all can hear Shyam, okay?
Yes.
Okay. Krimina Kriminagum Raja.
Kriminagum Raja. Kriminagum Raja.
Okay, so this very simple sūktam. Om Atrinātva krime hanmi.
Uncle, does Kr go down? Oh.
Is the kr go down? Not in the script, no? In the script
Okay,
it's not going.
okay. Om Atrinātva kṛme hanmi. Atrinātva kṛme hanmi.
Let me, if you ask a question like that, I have to. No, it doesn't go. Atrinātva krime hanmi.
Atrinātva kṛme hanmi. Atrinātva kṛme hanmi.
Kanvena jamadagnina.
Kanvena jamadagnina. Kanvena jamadagnina.
Vishwavasor brahmana hataha.
Vishwavasor brahmana hataha. Vishwavasor brahmana. Sorry. Vishwavasor brahmana hataha. Vishwavasor brahmana hataha.
Okay. kṛmi kṛmīṇāgum rājā
kṛmīṇāgum rājā kṛmīṇāgum rājā.
Okay, 4 lines together. Om atrīṇātvā kṛmehanmi कर्णेन जमदग्निना विश्वावसोर्ब्रह्मणा हतः कृमीणागुं राजा
ॐ अत्रिणात्वा कृमेहन्मि कण्वेन जमदग्निना विश्वावसोर्ब्रह्मणा हतः कृमीणागुं राजा
कृमीणागुं. Okay. So Atrina, by the spiritual power of Atri, Tva, you, Krime, O disease causing one, Hanmi, I'm going to strike and destroy. Kanvena, by Kanva, Jamadagni, and by Jamadagni, Vishwavasoh, of the Gandharva Vishwavasu, Brahmana, by the sacred power of the Brahmanas, the mantras, Hataha, is destroyed. Kriminagum, of these parasitic entities, Raja, the king of the parasitic entities, is destroyed. Huh? Very simple mantra. What is the mantra saying? The mantra is saying, O Krimi, that is a Krime, means addressing that Krime, the disease causing entity. I strike and destroy you by invoking the spiritual power of sage Atri, sage Khandva, and sage Jamadagni, struck down by the sacred mantra of the Gandharva Vishwavasu. The king of these parasites is utterly destroyed. Obviously, you will have so many questions. What are the questions that will come? Why only these specific rishis are mentioned? Who are the specific rishis mentioned? Atri, Kanva, Jamadagni. Atri, Kanva, and Jamadagni. Okay, I'll focus to complete the sūktaṁ, and then we can come back and contemplate on that. So the very first mantra, the very first 4 lines are saying, O disease causing entity, I will strike and destroy you by invoking the spiritual power of sage Atri, Kanva, and Jamadagni. Struck down by the Brahmanas of the Gandharva Vishwavasu, the king of these parasites is totally destroyed. Next, look at the next one. Apyeshag sthapatirhataha.
अप्येषागस्थपतिर्हतः अप्येषागस्थपतिर्हतः
Atho mataatho pita.
अथो माताथो पिता अथो माताथो पिता
Atho Krishna, atho Shvetah.
स्थुरा स्थूरा
Atho Sthura, atho Kshudrah.
अथो स्थूरा अथो क्षुद्राः अथो स्थूरा अथो क्षुद्राः
अथो कृष्णा अथो श्वेताः
अथो कृष्णा अथो श्वेताः
अथो आशातिगा हताः
अथो आशातिका हताः अथो आशातिका हताः
श्वेताभिः सह सर्वे हताः
श्वेताभिः सह सर्वे हताः श्वेताभिः सह सर्वे हताः
अप्येषागस्थपतिर्हतः
अप्येषागस्थपतिर्हतः अप्येषागस्थपतिर्हतः
अथो माताथो पिता
अथो माताथो पिता अथो माताथो पिता
अथो अथो ओस्थूरा अथो ओक्षुद्राः
अथो स्थूरा अथो क्षुद्राः अथो स्थूरा अथो क्षुद्राः
अथो कृष्णा अथो ओश्वेताः
अथो कृष्णा अथो श्वेताः अथो कृष्णा अथो श्वेताः
अथो आशातिका हताः
अथो आशातिका हताः अथो आशातिका हताः
श्वेताभिः सह सर्वे हताः
श्वेताभिः सह सर्वे हताः श्वेताभिः सह सर्वे हताः
ओके अप्येषागस्थपतिर्हतः अथो माताथो पिता अथो ओस्थूरा अथो ओक्षुद्राः अथो कृष्णा अथो ओश्वेताः अथो आशातिका हताः श्वेताभिः सह सर्वे हताः
अप् अप्येषागस्थपतिर्हताः हतः अप्येषागस्थपतिर्हतः अथो माताथो पिता अथो स्थूरा अथो क्षुद्राः अथो कृष्णा अथो श्वेताः अथो आशातिकाः ताः श्वेताभिः सह सर्वे हताः.
Yeah, simple, very simple mantras, simple meaning. Api, also, Esham, their, Sthapatihi means their commander, Hataha is destroyed. Atho, Athaha, furthermore, their mother, Mata, furthermore, Atho, Pita, the father, destroyed. Atho, furthermore, Sthurah, the large ones, the macroscopic ones. Also, furthermore, Kshudrah, the microscopic tiny ones. Furthermore, Krishna, the dark ones. Furthermore, the white ones, Sweta. Furthermore, Ashatika, the creeping or crawling ones, Hatah, destroyed. Svetabhi Saha, along with the white ones, Sarve, all of them, Hatah, are completely eradicated. Nothing is left. All of them are eradicated. So, simply, furthermore, sorry, their chieftain is destroyed, mother, father is destroyed, the large ones and the microscopic ones are destroyed, the dark ones and the pale ones are destroyed, the creeping ones are destroyed, along with the pale ones. Absolutely all of them are destroyed. And then comes the next Aharavadya.
आहरावद्य आहरावद्य
Shrutasya havisho yatha.
श्रुतस्य हविषो यथा श्रुतस्य हविषो यथा
Tat satyam.
तत्सत्यं तत्सत्यं
Yadamuyamasya jambhayoh.
यदमुय्यमस्य जम्भयोः यदमुय्य यदमुय्य यदमुय्यमस्य जम्भयोः
Adadhami tatha hi tat.
आदधामि तथा हि तत् आदधामि तथा हि तत्.
The next one is Khan mrasi.
खण् फण् म्रसि खण्
Khanmrasi.
खण्मरा
Mrasi.
खण् फण् म्रसि
Mrasi.
खण् फण् म्रसि
Ah,
खण् फण् my tongue खण् फण् म्रसि.
yeah, you need lot of avakai and magai, gongura along with the green chili, and that is how that whole thing will come. Okay, mrasi. Mrasi. Rana is coming two times. Khan pha. Pha. The syllable is si. Pha. Si. Hey, Tambi, enachida?
Oh, sorry, खण् फण् म्रसि खण् फण् म्रसि.
There you go. Aharavadya.
आहरावद्य ॐ आहरावद्य आहरावद्य
श्रुतस्य हविषो यथा
श्रुतस्य हविषो यथा श्रुतस्य हविषो यथा
तत्सत्यम्
तत्सत्यं तत्सत्यं
यदमय्यमस्य जम्भयोः
यदमुयमस्य जम्भयोः यदमुयमस्य जम्भयोः
आदधामि तथा हि तत्
आदधामि तथा हि तत् आदधामि तथा हि तत्
खण्मृषि
खण्फण्म्रसि खण्फण्म्रसि
आहरावद्या श्रुतस्य हविषो यथा तत्सत्यम् यदमय्यमस्य जम्भयोः आदधामि तथा हि तत् खण्मृषि
आहरावद्य श्रुतस्य हविषो यथा तत्सत्यं यदमुयमस्य जम्भयोः आदधामि तथा हि तत् खण्फण्म्रसि
Okay. Ahara means bring forth. Avadya means the unblemished state. Avadya. Yatha, just like Shrutasya, a perfectly cooked or prepared Havisha, which Havishaha, the sacred offering. Tat, that Satyam is the absolute truth. Yet, that Amum, this this disease or parasite, Yamasya of Lord Yama, Jambhayoh, tightly between the two, crushing jaws, Jambhe Dadhami, means, yeah, Jambhe Dadhami. Where is Jambhe Dadhami?
In Rudram.
Yeah.
त्र्यम्बकं
In Rudram is
Before
like
that.
saying, I live in India.
No,
त्र्यम्बकं
before that.
विदामहे
Before that, Jambhe Dadhami, we
Not
write.
Trayambaka Majame.
Before that, Dasha Prachir, Dasha Dakshina, Dasha Pratichir, Dashodi Chir,
All that I am not looking forward to all of that. If somebody said 11.11, I'm happy.
Sorry.
That is the simplest answer you have to give, not to tell the whole mantra and the mantra after that, mantra before that. What are you putting Jambhe Dadhami? What are you putting in the Rudra's jaws, in between the two crushing jaws of Rudra? What do you put?
The hate.
Hate. About what?
Hatred towards others.
Where is that mantra saying that?
Dveshti tam vo Jambhe Dadham. Dveshti.
So, what is dveshti?
I connect it as hate or
The desire of duality is what I put in the crushing jaws of that Rudra. Jambhe dadhami. Here also, Jambhayoh adadhami. Tathahi tat. Thus it is. Thus indeed it is. Tathahi tat. Khan phan mrasi. Mrasi. Khan phan Khan phan mrasi. That is what it is. The words are khan phan mrasi. But when you chant as syllables, it is a kha un pra un mrasi. Khan phan. What is this? What is khan? What is a phan mrasi? These are the bijas, syllables associated with the sonic vibration of the crushing, grinding of everything into the entity of nothingness. Khan, phan, marasi. So what is this mantra in essence saying? Bring forth that unblemished, faultless state, just like a perfectly prepared havis for offering. That is the absolute truth. In order to do that, you have to place all these disease tightly between the crushing jaws of the Lord of Death, Yama. Thus indeed it is. Be crushed and destroyed. What? You're all thinking, okay, let us chant this beautiful, very simple. How many lines are there? Very simple lines are there. Atrinātvā kṛme hanmi karnvena jamadagnina vishvavasor brahmana hataha kṛmināgum raja apyeshāgasthapatir hataha अथो माताथो पिता अथो ओस्थूरा अथो क्षुद्राः अथो कृष्णा अथो श्वेताः अथो आशातिका हताः श्वेताभिः सह सर्वे हताः आहरावद्या श्रुतस्य हविषो यथा तत्सत्यं यदमयमस्य जम्भयोः आदधामि तथा हि तत् फण् फण्मरसि. Okay. Ready da Tambi? What la? Chant.
ॐ अत्रिणात्वा कृमे हन्मि कण्वेन जमदग्निना विश्वावसोर्ब्रह्मणा हतः कृमीणागुं राजा अप्येषागस्थपतिर्हतः अथो माताथो पिता अथो ओस्थूरा अथो क्षुद्राः अथो कृष्णा अथो श्वेताः अथो आशातिकाहताः श्वेताभिः सह सर्वे हताः आहरावद्या श्रतस्य हविषो यथा तत्सत्यं यदमुञ्जमस्य जम्भयोः आदधामि तथा हि तत् खण्फण्म्रसि.
Very good. Excellent chanting. One more time. Let's destroy all the germs completely.
ॐ अत्रिणात्वा कृमे हन्मि कण्वेन जमदग्निना विश्वावसोर्ब्रह्मणा हतः कृमीर्णागुं राजा अप्येषागस्थपतिर्हतः अथो माताथो पिता अथो स्थूरा अथो क्षुद्राः अथो कृष्णा अथो श्वेताः अथो आशातिकाहताः श्वेताभिः सह सर्वे हताः आहरावद्या श्रुतस्य हविषो यथा तत्सत्यं यदमुञ्जमस्य जम्भयोः आदधामि तथा हि तत् खण्फण्म्रसि.
Excellent. So let's dwell a little bit into the significance of this. What is the first what is the first mantras invoking? They're invoking a trio. They're invoking three rishis. Who are these? Atri, then Kanva, then Jamadagni. Jamadagni you already heard. The significance of Jamadagni. You know what's the meaning of the word Jamadagni? Jamat Agnihi iti Jamadagni. Jamat means the one who consumes fire is called Jamadagni. Have you come across anyone that consumes fire? Consuming fire, Jamadagni. Atri. What is who is Atrida? Chandrasekhara, Saishwara.
Three is the one that is beyond the three.
Aye, Odade. Tell the actual meaning. Don't jump into spirituality like that. Start with simplicity. Who is Atri?
He is one of the Saptarishis.
Come bring it to even more closer to yourself.
Oh, he is the lineage of Shyavasva.
Okay,
Atreya.
bring it even more closer.
Yeah, Atreya Rishi.
Huh? Bring it even more closer.
Atreya, father.
Hey, no. I'm not asking. I'm not talking to anybody else. I'm only talking to Chandrasekhar Ganesh.
Yeah, he's
Hey,
the
Thambi, what is your Gotram? What is your Gotram?
Atreya Gotra.
Ah, okay. I was looking for you to answer the question. He is one of my rishis. I belong to the lineage of Atri Maharshi. So that's why I asked him the question. He belongs to Atreya Sagotram. Atreya Sagotram. Hmm. Now he started with the super duper philosophical perspective, Atri. Why Atri is specifically invoked in this mantra is because Atri Maharshi is one of the prominent rishi figures and his lineage is associated with healing. The Atreyas are the founders of the Ayurveda and Charaka Samhita. Now he has to go read about his own rishis. Charaka Samhita is based on the teaching of Punarvasu Atreya. What Veda you practice, Chandrasekhara Saishwar?
Yajurveda only.
Hey, your Vedam. Sandhya Vandanam what?
Yajurveda.
Yajurveda. Okay. Atri is known to have famously rescued from a dark burning pit. He was rescued from a dark burning pit by the Ashwins, and by invoking this Atri, you call upon the ultimate authority of the medicine and the physical strengthening of the immune system. That is the literal meaning of how we invoke this Atri. Obviously, what did you say? Atri means what? How did you start the word Atri?
The one who is beyond the three states.
The one who is not just the three.
In the three, yeah.
The one who is not just in the three. Atri. What are the three?
The wakeful dream and the deep sleep states.
And so by being that, what will happen?
He being the witness of these three states, he remains.
Anasuya becomes your consort. Anasuya becomes your cohort. No jealousy will even touch the heart of this one. That is the significance of why Atri and Anasuya. Who is born to them?
Dattatreya.
Dattatreya. What is this time now? Guru
Ashadhi.
Purnima.
Guru.
What is the sacrament to center altar? Dattatreya. Dattatreya is the altar. Khandva. Who is Khandva? Who knows about Khandva?
Shakuntala Dushyant.
Why you mention Dushyant, that useless fellow? You should only mention Shakuntala only. Why? Dushyant is nothing to do with Khandva.
Okay.
Who is Shakuntala for him?
Like a daughter only, no? Shakuntala.
Huh?
Like daughter only for him, no?
Like daughter? No, sir. She is not a daughter. He raised her. Shakuntala. Who are the parents of Shakuntala?
Vishwamitra, Rishi Mitra and Menaka, no? Vishwamitra, Menaka.
What did she do after giving birth to her?
She has gone back to as a beauty incarnation back to.
She went back to Swargam and he went back to Tapas.
Yes.
Therefore, out of his compassion, this Khandva, sage Khandva, raises Shakuntala. So this Kanva Maharshi, the word Kanva, Kanva, Khan, Khan, this Khan, the Khan means it is the fundamental vibration. Fundamental vibration. And this Kanvas is not one rishi. Is one rishi that raised Shakuntala. Their lineage is called the Kanvas. They are the greatest invokers of the Ashwins, the Ashwini, while Atri represents the earthly aspect of healing, the physical aspect of healing. The Kanvas represent the divine grace of vibration that physical medicine cannot cure. Now you see, Atri, Khandva, Jamadagri. See how beautiful the construction of the mantras itself. How beautiful the construction of the mantras itself by the sūktaṁ, the Yajurveda sūktaṁ. It is also in Rigvedam also. It is not just restricted to Yajurvedam. That's kṛmi saṁhāraka mantram. Sūktaṁ is also in Rigveda. Atrīṇātvā kṛme hanmi karnvena jamadagninam. So 2 points. No need to show it. The 2 points that we covered. Then comes Jamadagni. This Jamat Agni. What the vibration cannot heal, what the physical medicine cannot heal, can be burnt in this incinerating fire of the Jamadagni. And what is the purpose? What is the role of Jamadagni? What is the role of Jamadagni? What is the role of Jamadagni? You studied this in Aruna?
To protect the dharma, actually.
To protect the rituals of the dharma. That is, he is the protector of the dharmas. And how does he protect the dharmas? So this Jamadagni is the ultimate. Because he is the supreme protector of the rituals, anything that interferes with performing that ritual by the true spiritual seeker, this Jamadagni will unconditionally, mercilessly will destroy. without any condition. So this is the combined strategy of destruction by Atri, which is the medical wisdom to diagnose and to treat. Khandva, which is the divine vibration to heal the subtle aspect. And Jamadagni, the blazing fire that completely incinerates. Incineration, you know how it means? Incinerates anything that interferes with the Vedic ritual. Then the mantra says, Vishwavasoha Brahmana Hatah Kriminam. Struck down by the Brahmana of Vishwavasu, the king of parasites is destroyed. So they're saying that in the Vishwavasu is the king of Gandharvas, the celestial beings, that the celestial in the cusp of the atmospheric realm, the heavenly realm, and the earthly realm. They are the guardians of the Soma, which is the vitality that is associated with immortality. Here, there are Brahmanas that invoke the Vishwavasu, and the Vishwavasu's Brahmana is weaponized by use of this cosmic sound. It is a specific destructive sonic frequency that vibrates through the subtle atmospheric realm and shatter the king of the diseases. Now you are all wondering, अरे भाई ये कैसा होता है? How is this possible? This must be all some Vedanta philosophy. How does all this happen? How can vibration destroy? Huh? Do you know you can shatter bridges, break them down with vibrations? When the body resonates such vibrations, the moment that thing enters, it will be destroyed by the vibration that is already naturally present in that system. That is the essence of what we learnt in the first aspect of that. This is also in the Taittiriya Aranyakam only. Krishna Yajurveda, Taittiriya Aranyaka 4.36.1. So Taittiriya Aranyakam is also what we are studying as Rudra Prashna. Aruna Prashna. Then the aspect about the beautiful next Brahmana is, what is the purpose of all of this? It's not to destroy some parasite so that you live healthy and then be happy after that. Hello, Sairam. Huh? That is so to remind what is the purpose of getting this healing power and what is the purpose of attaining this state of disease-free state. Ayakshmagum. Ayakshmagum. Ayakshmagum means, where does the word Ayakshmagum come?
Ayakshmagum sumana asat.
No, you don't tell me the mantra. You have to tell which Anuvakam, what mantra. Then only you are a Rudram chanter. I won't acknowledge anyone saying, oh, this comes before Trayambakam. Not like that. Where does Ayakshmagam come means? You have to say Anuvakam 1/5 mantra. Sive Navachasatva Girishai. That is how much tuned the mantra is in the body and the head. शिवेन वचसा त्वा गिरिशाच्छावदामसि यथा नः सर्वमिज्जगदयक्ष्मगुं सुमना असत्. புரிஞ்சதா? What is that mantra saying? When your word that you utter is filled with this auspiciousness, the purity, Sivena Vachasa. Not only it is filled with purity, but it is filled with awareness, not awareness of truth in it. Not only it is filled with the awareness of truth in it, it is also said, uttered very beautifully. Achavadamasi. Yathanaha sarvamit jagat ayakshmam sumana asat. See, now you all learned Kramapatha. See, now the moment you learn Kramapatha, Rudram, you should be able to speak as a conversational language. The moment you start chanting Rudram like a conversational language, then it becomes your vocabulary. It becomes your system. Otherwise, chumma chanting Rudram, 11 times Rudram you chant, what is the point of that? If that awareness has not sunk in. So the essence of the second one is exactly what that mantra is saying. What is it saying? It is saying that tat satyam, this disease-free state, ayakshmagum, results in sumanas. Sumanas, not ordinary mind, beautiful mind. That beautiful, pure mind that is enchanted by the vibration of this Brahmana that is invoked for destroying anything that obstructs offering this Havis. Once that is done, Ahara api esham. That is the api esham is the first portion of it. Ahara vadya. Ahara avadya shritasya havishaha yatha tat satyam yadamum yamasya jambhayoh आदधामि तथा हि तत् खण् फण् मरसि. Okay, that is the essence of. Are we done with the class? 1 hour? 1 hour is over. Okay, 2 minutes above the hour. Okay. Why are we studying this sūktaṁ in between, bringing back into context of coming back to our Aruna Prashna now. Aruna Prashna Visirshnin Gridhrasrirshnin cha Apeto nirritugum hataha Paribadhagashveta kuksham Nijangagum Shabalodaram. That is where we stop. Okay, please bring the Aruna Prashna. We'll complete the 121. There are only 4. Satan Vachayaya Saha.
Satan vachayaya saha. Satan vachayaya saha.
Agne Nashashya Sandrishaha.
Agne nashaya
No, wait.
nashas
Eh?
sorry. Yeah. Agne nashaya sandrashaha.
Very good. Agne Nashaya Sandrishaha. Nashaya Sandrishaha, not Nashaya. Nashaya Sandrishaha.
Agne nashaya sandrashaha.
Irshya Bubhuksham.
Irshyasuje bubhuksham. Irshyasuje bubhuksham.
Manyung Krityancha Didhire.
Manyung krityancha didhire. Manyung krityancha didhire.
Rathena Kigum Shukavata.
Rathena kigum shukavata. Rathena kigum shukavata.
Agne Nashaya Sandrishaha.
Agne nashaya sandrashaha. Agne nashaya sandrashaha.
Om Satan Vachayaya Saham.
Satan vachaya saha.
Om Agne Nashaya Sandrishaham.
Agne nashaya sandrashaha. Agne nashaya sandrashaha.
Irshya Suye Bubhuksham.
Irshyasuje bubhuksham. Irshyasuje bubhuksham.
Manyung Krityancha Didhire.
Manyung krityancha didhire. Manyung कृत्याञ्च दीधिरे
रथेन किगुं शुकावता
रथेन किगुं शुकावता रथेन किगुं शुकावता
अग्नेनाशय सन्दृशः
अग्नेनाशय सन्दृशः अग्नेनाशय सन्दृशः
सतान् वाच्यायया सह अग्नेनाशय सन्दृशः ईर्ष्यासूये बुभुक्षाम् मन्युं कृत्याञ्च दीधिरे रथेन किगुं शुकावता अग्नेनाशय सन्दृशः
सतान् वाच्यायया सह अग्नेनाशय सन्दृशः ईर्ष्यासूये बुभुक्षाम् मन्युं कृत्याञ्च दीधिरे रथेन किगुं शुकावता अग्नेनाशय सन्दृशः
This is beautiful. This is putting all these Viseshnam Grudhraseshnincha Apeto Nirritigum Mataha Paribadhagshveta Kuksham Nijanghagum Shabalodaram. And then we learned burning all these with the kṛmi saṁhāraka sūktaṁ. These mantras are saying what is the root of all these parasites. And then it is saying, hey, Agni, Satan, Vachayaya Saha, Saha means this referring to that, oh Lord Agni, Nashaya, destroy. Destroy what? Tan, all of them. What are those? Those negative forces. Vachyayaya saha, along with the spirit of ill speech or scandal. Remove them from where? Sandrisha, from our sight. Didhire, hold, sustain and inflict upon us. Irshya, asuya, bubhuksham, manyu, all of these things. What are those things? Banish all of them from our sight, and those parasitic forces. If you understand this mantra, you will be astonished why these parasites even enter you. These negative forces, these parasites, these viruses, all these things enter you because of the negative feelings within you. Irshya, asuya, manyu, all these things are the root cause of all these parasites. So then what you're saying, those parasitic forces, they also sustain your jealousy, your envy, your greed, your wrath, and your destructive attitude. Therefore, so Agni, you come upon your Rathena Kim Shukavata, riding on your blazing red chariot adorned with this Kimshuka flower, Shukavata, Shakuntala, Shukavata, all these destroy, come on the chariot that is blazingly shining red in color, destroy all those from our side. That is the meaning of this mantra. How much time is there? So therefore, that concludes that Anuvakam also. Anuvakam number 28 is finished. We have 29, 30, 31, 32. 4 more Anuvakas to go in Aruna Prishna. 132 mantras are there. 132 panchatis are there. So this mantra brings to closure with a prayer to Agni, to actually Vachyayaya, ill speech. Therefore you should have Sivena Vachasa. If you have Shivena Vachasa, then you are Ayakshmagum. If you are Ashivena Vachasa, Vachyayaya, this is, people that feed themselves on scandal, slander, malicious gossip, talking sick of others. This central president is not great. He is a useless fellow. What? How do you care? Devotional coordinator is atrocious. What? Why you have to talk ill of others? The moment you talk ill of others, know that there is a parasite that hit you. And that is feeding you all these irsha, asuya, gossip, jealousy, vachyayaya. And also there is a word kritya, destructive magic, dark magic. And this dark magic is what are called Kshudra Shaktis. Kshudra means low level. There are 2 types of Shaktis that inflict us. Magnanimous Shakti, Kshudra Shakti. Adho Krishna, Adho Kshudra. We just learned, no? What are all the different types? Dark and what are called destructive forces. This is very beautiful mantra. So having cleared this cosmic space, striking down the forces of the disease, the niririti, banishing the deformities of the unpurified mind, now we are inviting this Agni, the fire of wisdom, awareness, to complete this purification process with this ritualistic purge. So demons that plague the seeker, we all know, people will very simply, Arishadvarga, Kamakrodha Lobha Mohammadamachal, they'll just parrot it out. We have no idea what each of them is. There is a reason why we invoked Anasuya, and therefore this Irsha, Asuya also came in the mantra. Now you understand Atri. What is this Irsha and Asuya? Irsha is jealousy. Asuya is envy. Those are the English words. The inability to tolerate the success of others. That is what is the root cause of it. Somebody knows better than me. You have to do something or the other to stop that fellow. Especially if you are in power. And then you misuse your power. Therefore, Irsha. Bubhuksha. Bubhukshu is insatiable hunger. It's not the physical hunger. It's the psychological void that is created by kama and lobha, which is this insatiable desire and this greed that will result in this wandering mind's endless appetite for sensory experiences, wealth and validation that can never be truly fulfilled. Are you tracking with me? Am I making sense? You are all realized souls. Perhaps you are thinking, what is Anna talking? I cannot connect to any of these things, no? We cannot connect. We are divine souls. We cannot connect. Anta hambak. Can you understand what is this thing called? This insatiable appetite that you have to be recognized, that you have to be validated, that somebody has to come and tell you, oh, you chant so beautifully. Otherwise, you don't feel you chanted beautifully. Somebody has to come and tell you, you look so beautiful. Then suddenly you feel validated about your beauty. That is the root cause of all the things that you do. This mind constantly seeking this insatiable hunger. The insatiable hunger is about not you having wealth. You are not happy if you simply have wealth. Somebody has to come and tell you, Abba, what a beautiful house you have, sir. Huh? Look at all these paintings you have in this house. What a beautiful car you have. What an amazing landscaping garden you have. Then you feel, oh, I am a very wealthy person. Isn't it? The fellow who has all these things, unless he has to have this insatiable hunger that his wealth has to be validated by others. Similarly, those that have some art of expression, etc., they have to be validated by others. So constantly the fellow is seeking for somebody to invite him to a function and ask him to speak. Otherwise, he feels deprived. Purinjada, huh? You got all of this? Constantly you have to be in front of the mic and you have to talk, and somebody has to after that come and say, what a speech you gave, sir. Then you feel, I am a very knowledgeable person. Kritya is psychologically the self-sabotaging behavior that arises from these aspects of jealousy, greed, anger, envy, all these things. The moment the fire of knowledge, the awareness, the jnanagni dance in, the seeker does not fight these mental enemies directly with his mind. Instead, in this jnanagni, the fire of the wisdom that is representing this awakened luminous intellect, the blazing red chariot represents that. The focused, active power of spiritual discrimination, viveka, and detachment, vairagya will dawn. And just in that instant, just like firewood or a huge pile of cotton is simply burnt by one single matchstick, all of them will be incessantly incinerated instantly, and you will witness that happening in front of you. You will witness that sandrishaha, samdrishaha. You understand? Okay. If you understand, some people are saying like this, some people are saying like that, whatever. Okay. That is the beautiful mantra of purification. We conclude that. Next week, when we come back, we'll go into invoking the grace of Parjanya. Jai Sai Ram. Yadaksharpada Bhrashtam Shama.
ॐ श्रीसायीश्वराय नमः हरिः ॐ यदक्षरपदभ्रष्टं मात्राहीनं तु यद्भवेत् तत्सर्वं क्षम्यतां देवनारायण नमोऽस्तु ते विसर्गबिन्दुमात्राणि पदपादाक्षराणि च न्यूनानि चातिरिक्तानि क्षमस्व सायीश्वर अपराधसहस्राणि क्रियन्ते हर्निशं मया दासोऽयमिति मां मत्वा क्षमस्व सायीश्वर अपराधसहस्राणि क्रियन्ते हर्निशं मया अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम तस्मात् कारुण्यभावेन रक्ष रक्ष सायीश्वर हरिः ॐ तत्सत् श्री सायीश्वरार्पणमस्तु.
Several times aparadha has come today. Okay. Are there any questions or comments?
Uncle, one quick question. The hataha and hataha are both mean the same thing?
Yes, they both mean the same.
Okay.
What's the difference?
The dirgham, the locking.
The dirgham is the meaning. What is the difference in the meaning? My Sanskritam.
Singular and plural.
Very good. Excellent. Singular and plural. Where do we get confused about this singular and plural? In which chanting you get confused about this? That also I have to pay attention and tell you.
Rigveda, that Ratri and sūktaṁ. The
No,
Rigveda.
no. In Lagunyasa, Agnirmevacha Shritaha, Vag Hridaya Hridayam, the people are saying, Prithvi me sharire shritaha. So there is a, not only the singular plural where the visarga comes, where the visarga doesn't come. Once you have the awareness of it, then you know, right? This is not Prithvi me sharire shritah. Prithvi me sharire shrita. Shrita, not shritah. So paying attention to all those things. Okay, anyway, that's good. Hataha, hatah. Singular, plural. Okay, any other question? Simple question.
Yeah, Anna, you have mentioned that a line will not repeat. So in this case, this Agne Nashaya Sandrishaha comes twice.
Wow, kya baat hai. That is attention to detail. One is physical fire, the second is the Jnanagni. That is how it is interpreted by Shayana Acharya. Okay? Satan Vachaya Saha Agnenashay Sandrishaha. Then same thing is repeated at the end of the Panchati. So the first one is the aspect of physical aspect that is destroying all these ailments. The last one is the Jnana Agni, the fire of wisdom, that now you are watching all of this destroyed. Before it is destroying, now you are watching it destroyed. You understand the difference between the two?
Can you repeat, Anna, please?
The first one is it is getting burnt, incinerated. The second is you are actually watching it getting destroyed. You understand the difference?
So in the first case, when that happens, we also suffering along with that. And
very good, very good, very good, excellent. Yeah, I'm very happy that that depth of perception is there. When your ailments are getting destroyed in the fire, it's a very uncomfortable feeling. It's very uncomfortable. Somebody points out your mistake and tell you, hey, you bloody correct this mistake. It's a very uncomfortable feeling because you deny and say, no, there is nothing wrong with me. I am very good. Other people are wrong. You deny. But then the next step is when the moment that instinct rises, you watch it destroy before it hits you. Did you catch the difference between the two? Yeah.
yes.
That's why there are two Sandrishaha. Do you understand how painful it is that somebody pokes your ego and destroys it? You are getting crushed. And then you say, why did this fellow do to me? Why did that fellow do to me? Why did they do to you? And then you are getting crushed. But then the moment you realize, hey, if it doesn't belong to me, why do I need to suffer? then in that Jnanagni, you watch. Tvagastigatai sarvapapai pramuchyate sarvabhuteshu aparajito bhavati. Tato bhuta preta pishacha brahma rakshasa yaksha yamaduta shakini dakini sarpaha apada taskara vrishchika jwarad upadrava upaghata sarve Jvalantam pashyantu. I am watching all of that destroyed. Now very good. I was hoping somebody will catch these things, and I'm very pleased that you caught it. Not chumma chanting. Okay, next. Any other question? It's too heavy, huh? Heavy today. Chapa, Srinivas.
Saramundi. In the kṛmi, the sūktaṁ, Shweta thing is mentioned like twice again. Maybe it's a simple thing. So actually, brother, if someone can bring up the script, Sham brother. And
Sorry, yeah.
Right.
Svetabhis saha sarve
Right.
hata.
Just before that, it says Ato o Shwetaha, like it says, and then
Ato
right after it's Shweta bihi saha sarve
Svetabhis
hata.
saha sarve hata. So what does that mean? The meaning is different. First is saying furthermore, the pale ones.
Right.
The pale ones, dark and pale ones or white ones.
Right.
Atho ashatika hatah. Those that are also crawling or
right.
Shvetabhis saha sarve hatah. There, that means what? Along with those white ones, everything will get destroyed, right? Now, what your question is, why is it Sveta mentioned 2 times?
Yeah, exactly.
So in white color, aren't there all colors?
Oh yeah, gotcha. Okay.
So if white is destroyed, what is destroyed?
Everything is destroyed, basically. Yep.
Okay.
Sai Ram. Thank you.
Sai Ram. Svetabhis sarve. It's not that I know the meaning of all of this. When you ask the question, it strikes. There's nothing present in this. There's no knowledge here. There is no knowledge. There is no preconceived knowledge between these two knuckles. Knuckle. This is purely, this is empty. It is completely empty. There is nothing in it. Then there is nothing in it. What will happen? It's like a spatika. It's like a crystal. If you are a crystal, what will happen? Something crosses its path. The crystal will simply reflect that and then brings it forth. Jyotisphatikaliнгамoli vilasat purnendu antamrta. Sphatikam, pure as spatikam. And then if you are like that, that's why I keep asking, is it clear? Crystal clear? Is it crystal clear? And the crystal, what it will do is it will shine it, and then it doesn't remain. The moment it moves out, crystal remains as crystal. Nothing stays with it. Nothing stays with it. This is not bookish knowledge. Jai Sai Ram. Okay. Swastif prajabhyah paripalayantam न्याय्येन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई